no problem.
JB, to hold them to under 30% shooting in the second half, what did you just see from this group defensively with everything on the line to close this out?
We did what needed to be done. And, again, when we're at our best, it's the defense that's going to carry us. It's the physicality. I was pleased that we were allowed to play our style of basketball tonight, where we can be handsy, be legally handsy, and just make it difficult on people. And I thought up and down the roster, we did a great job of that. And, it obviously helped us close the game out.
JD, we've talked about B-Ball and JD all throughout the series, but for JD to kind of have his breakout game in this series and Paul Reed to also contribute the way he did, what did you see from both of them?
Just the will and determination. I thought it was huge for JD, to be able to get going a little bit. But, it starts with the rebounding part of it, what he was doing defensively for us, his communication. But the 4 offensive rebounds are huge, right? That means he's imposing his will on the game. And then all the other stuff comes from that. And then, B-Ball has been consistent. Every time he gets his opportunity to go out there, he does a great job going out there contributing at a high level.
JB, did you know going into the game you were going to go so deep into your bench so early and ride it so much? You spreading the minutes out. Is that the plan?
Yeah, that was the plan. Again, we have so much depth. Obviously foul trouble changed a couple of things for us, but we just trust these guys and trust the depth that we have, and that they can go out and make an impact. Guys like Sass, in the 2 years we've been here, has proven that when his number is called, he's prepared and he goes out and can give us buckets, defend at a high level. So I thought he was great tonight. Up and down the roster, I thought we had great production, great intensity.
Earlier in the series, obviously a lot of attention on Paul, his professionalism and staying ready. This year, as you put it, pretty much the whole roster contributed tonight. Speak to the coaching staff responsibility to keep their players ready when they're not playing. So speak to your responsibility.
Yeah, I think it's, the assistant coaches, they do a wonderful job of making sure that guys are doing the things that are necessary so that, in these moments, in playoff games, right, that when their number's called, that they're prepared to play at the intensity that they can play at, whether it's the individual stuff, it's the group stuff. The assistant coaches spend a ton of time with these guys. Steve Scalzi, who's our player development coach, organizes all this stuff. He does a fabulous job of making sure guys get what they need. So every day, they're going game speed and they can step on the floor without missing a beat.
Coach, along those same lines, you talked a lot about the depth, but what have you liked about the production you have gotten from Caris LeVert, not just from tonight, but what he has provided you guys this entire series?
Yeah, I think this is why, Vert's here. Vert's not afraid of the moment. He's a two-way impactful player. He puts a ton of pressure on defenses. He's got that off-rhythm cadence to his game, so he's hard to guard. He can get to the paint. He can make shots. And then he's defensively, he's a pest. He puts his hands on people. He's digging at the ball. He can get deflections, get steals, takes one-on-one challenges. Again, that's why we wanted Vert to be with us this year, because we knew what he's capable of in moments like this.